Isang magandang biyernes sa inyo lahat. Ito po ang January 21, 2022 edition ng The Stock Market Today. Sana po ay tayo'y malusog at wala po tayong karamdaman. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Benji Chodoro. Ako po ay isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. I do this report every day, which I started August of 2020. I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. If you like the content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. If you have stocks in mind that you want reviewed, please comment on the comment box and I will prioritize. Ang ating financial news ay tungkol sa Union Bank. Kasama po ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, Friday, January 21, 2022. Dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. So let's start with our financial headlines from BDO Securities. In the macro news, 4 provinces placed under Alert Level 4, 15 areas under Alert Level 3. BSP says peso will remain stable versus the US dollar. Moody's says slower growth likely due to Omicron. And in our company news, ASEAN targets completion of 60 megawatt wind farm in first quarter 2022. Ito yung project nila sa Vietnam. And then, Moody's turns negative on Union Bank after acquiring city assets. This is our main news. And PHILEX eyes stock rights over Silangan Mine Capex. So let's now go to our main news from the Philippine Star. Moody's turns negative on Union Bank after acquiring city assets. Moody's Investor Service downwardly revised its outlook on Union Bank of the Philippines, saying the Aboitiz-led lender's move to acquire Citigroup's consumer banking assets in the Philippines could erode its capital buffers at a time of prolonged pandemic uncertainties. In a statement on Thursday, Moody's revised its outlook on Union Bank to negative from stable, meaning that there's a chance that the International Debt Watcher could downgrade the bank's credit rating over the next 12 to 18 months. A lower credit rating could increase the cost of foreign borrowing for the company. Explaining its decision, Moody's said Union Bank's solvency will weaken once its acquisition of Citi's retail banking operation in the Philippines is completed. To recall, Citigroup chose to sell its local consumer banking assets to Union Bank for 55 billion pesos after the American banking giant announced it would be shifting its focus onto wealth franchise within developed economies. The negative outlook reflects Moody's view that UPB's solvency will weaken after the acquisition is completed, a result of significant reduction in UPB's post-acquisition capital buffers amid heightened asset risks due to ongoing pandemic, Moody's said. As it is, the deal included absorbing Citi employees within the Philippines and acquiring several real estate assets such as Citibank Square in Eastwood, Quezon City. Moody's said it will take Union Bank's multiple years to rebuild its capital buffer following the mammoth transaction. Okay, so that's not so good news for Union Bank of the Philippines, which has been soaring. Mamaya tingnan po natin kung anong lagay ni Union Bank. In the meantime, let's take a look at the comments of our subscribers. Sabi ni Maverick Ramos, IMHO akyat pa si nickel as it broke ATH for consecutive days in nickel futures. For the past few days, huge NFB o net foreign buying siguro ito for nickel, plus Indo planning to implement higher tax in nickel mining. Tesla signed also for nickel production plant in US, to name a few. Among the term, for long term, it is definitely optimistic, but for short term looks like it will still increase a bit and break the resistance just by 2 cents. Maraming po salamat, Maverick Ramos, sa inyong komentaryo dito. And I fully agree with your comment. Pataas po yung nickel prices dahil nickel po ginagawang it's an ingredient or it's an element for battery production, di ba? Kasi yung Tesla, electric cars yun eh. So, sabi naman ni Anime TV, hello sir, thanks for your daily upload. Maraming salamat din po, Anime. And then, welcome new subscriber, Janet Arenas Bayot. And I think that's it, ano? So, mamaya ay tignan po natin si Union Bank. And right now, let's take a look at the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index on how it performed today. Okay, mas tahimik na lugar ang nilipatan natin. Kanina po ay nasa remote location po tayo. So, tignan po natin ang Philippine Stock Exchange Index on what transpired. It gained 54.24 points, 0.75% up to end at 7293.52. So it's still sideways to bullish, or actually it's bullish, no? Kasi nasa 54 po yung ating RSI. In the meantime, yung ating market activity, 93 companies declined, 94 advanced, and 53 remained unchanged. The all-share index also gained 0.35%. The sectoral indices ended mixed. The financials, industrials, mining, and services were in the red, while the holding companies and properties were in the green. Pero nahila po ng holding companies at properties yung ating index, kaya po siya up ng 0.75%. So we will be reviewing the most active stocks. The first will be UPB, SPNEC, MBT, ICT, then Ali, and SMPH. So we'll be reviewing 6. So the first would be UPB, yung Moody's negative, ano? Na negative UBP. Baliktad. Yan, it ended in the green, 102, no? 0.8% down. But it is still a green candlestick here. However, dito sa kanan ay pula dahil ang pinagbabatayan po nito ay yung previous day's closing price. And the previous day's closing price was at 102.8. So it lost 80 centavos. So sa UPB naman ay mukhang hindi siya masyado naapektuhan ng negative rating. The market probably also already priced it, na-priced in na po ito ng market. So nag-knee-jerk reaction lang po kanina. But it's still a green candlestick, although it's 80 centavos down. In the meantime, yung ating support level nasa 93.80. We follow the EMA 50 po as our support, and our resistance, we would be getting this area here at 108.40. Then after UPB, lumipad na naman tong si SPNEC. Yan, patuloy na lumilipad to. 1.73 still moving upwards, and after 3 days of consolidation ay patuloy siyang umakyat. So yung ating RSI ay overbought. Oversold yata yung nasabi ko kahapon, no? But I meant overbought. 80.64. So abangan po natin, maaring magkaroon po dito ng reversal unless the DMI, which I couldn't make out, ay over 30, no? So yun po ang aking takes for SPNEC. Yung previous resistance po niya na ngayon ay support ay nasa 1 peso and 40 centavos. And then Metrobank, si Metrobank naman ay red candlestick. It ended at 57.30, but yung ating mga indicators are still under the candlestick, which makes it bullish. So yung ating pinaka-support niya ay lagay natin sa EMA 50 at 51.66. So when I talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. My general assessment is that the stock is still in an upward trend, no? Kasi under the candlesticks po siya, yung ating mga indicators, plus yung RSI is above the midpoint, which is 50.97, almost 58. And then ICT, ngayon si ICT ended with a doji, slightly down, 10 centavos down, no? Pero bullish pa rin po siya, no? Kasi yung ganitong setup ay makikita po natin na pataas pa po, especially the EMA 100, which is a smooth upward trend. Yung ating support level would be EMA 50 at 196, while the resistance nasa somewhere here at 211 to 212 po yung pinaka-resistance niya. And then si Ali naman, Ayala Land, patuloy na nagmumove ng sideways, and our indicators are just piercing through, meaning sideways movement pa rin po. In the meantime, yung RSI is a bit bearish. Kung nakikita niyo po ito, yung ating indicators ay nasa itaas, ano po? So ibig sabihin po niyan ay short-term bearish po yung ating ng indicators, and RSI showing that at 46.78. Then finally, we have SMPH. Ngayon, si SMPH naman, green engulfing candlestick siya, ha? And coming in from a support level. Yan po, pinaka-support po niya nasa 33.30. Pero green engulfing candlestick. But nevertheless, my general assessment is that the stock is just moving sideways. Kasi hindi na siya umangat dito for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mga almost 2 weeks, hindi na siya umangat sa level na ito, no? Sa 35. So laging nasa 35 pababa hanggang 33, no? Yun po ang pinaka-assessment. Meantime, yung pinakamalapit na resistance nandito po sa 36, and the next after that would be here at 37. Okay. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market January 21, 2022. Ito po si Benji Chidoro nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay at hanggang sa muli. Take care, God bless, stay safe, and bye for now.